here it is. Got that new boat, which is Sea Swirl Stripper 2301 center console. Got a very great deal. Came with the Simrad all touch screen 9-inch, taco outrigger, and it has a live well. It's missing the trim tab. It does have the control over there. It's missing the trim tab, and it came with that 250 horse Yamaha HPDI 2-stroke. So you can definitely see that, you know, lower unit has been replaced. The boat stayed in the water, so you can see the water line. You know, there is some, you know, it's not, I mean, everything so far works, but it's not, you know, the engine had the, we went for the first test drive two days ago, and Sunday, yeah, and it started right away. It seems like it had good power, but when it warmed up, it's starting to have the alarm, you know, temperature. And we also saw at idle, you could see a lot of bubble coming out from the back, which, you know, from what I read, can be a sign of the exhaust corrosion. So I may replace, you know, depending on how hard it is to remove the power head and everything, because since it stays in the water, everything must be very like kind of seized with the salt water and, you know, the salt and stuff. So right now I'm gonna try to do a compression test. Remove all the spark plug, remove the fuse from the fuel pump, and run a test for each cylinder to see if there is enough compression before wasting or spending money in that engine. So let's see what the compression result is. So here we had the cover, you know, I removed that first, but the fuse in fact are right above it. But here we can see which fuse to remove for the fuel pump. So this is this one, 20, so it's located like that, right? And we say this one here, so that will be that one, that little one here. So I was surprised to see that in the cover there is also a little fuse plier, kind of, you know. So it's gonna make it will be easier to remove it. There you go. And keep that. So this is cylinder 1. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna write everything down and see what the other one have. So cylinder number 2, we are the same PSI. Pretty good. Alright, we're gonna do cylinder number 3. Got the gauge there. Let's see. This one has less. Let's try to give it a little more. This was at 105. A little bit more. It's tough to see. 105. Okay. This is a top cylinder on the right bank, looking from the back, and it's also at 115. This is the middle center piston cylinder from the right bank, and we got the same between 110 and 115, maybe this one closer. Here we have the last cylinder, right bank, bottom one, which is at 110. So it really depends how you, yeah, 110. So I think we're pretty good here. This is our number: 112, 115, 110, 15. I think it's not bad at all. I'm gonna run the number. I think it should be plus or minus 10-20% off from one cylinder to another. I'm just gonna look and make sure, but I think this is what it is. If it's 10%, 10%, that means here we can have a difference of 11 psi, which means the lowest could be 112 minus 11, which could be 101, and here we have 105, which is a smaller. So this one is in range with anything else, and the other one are pretty close to each other. So I think we're pretty good here. That may be a good candidate for an exhaust kit. So I think what I do is I'm gonna check to order the exhaust kit, but before doing that, I'm gonna remove the center coil. Here's that thing here. There is a little bolt, and I think there is that thing here, probably the same on the other side. And I can remove that, and I can access to the bolt that attaches the power head. So I will have to remove the power head, which is going to be very fun because I don't have a cherry picker yet or hoist or anything. But I guess we'll figure it out. But if I can untight the bolt, I think it would be a good idea, to try to untie them before I break them or whatever and get stuck on something, and then order the exhaust kit. And I will also rebuild the lower unit. I'm gonna remove it and I'm gonna sand it because whoever did that paint job did a very crappy job. So I redid the compression test for this one because it was the lowest, and this time I came up with 110, which is very interesting because I got both bottom 110, both middle 115, and both top at 112.5, which kind of weird, but I'm happy with the result anyway. So it seems like it's a good candidate to be rebuilt, to change, to replace the exhaust, at least the exhaust kit. So next, I'm going to try to remove the lower unit. So I'm going to drain the fluid and try to untighten the bolt. So wish me luck with that. So the oil doesn't look too bad. It's kind of weird because it looks like it does have some kind of rust. I'm not too sure. It's not, it's not supposed to be there, I believe, but. So the compression test came out pretty good. Compression is even in all cylinders. So that makes me think that the engine is healthy and still have some life in it. So I'm gonna spend some money cleaning that lower unit and changing the seals and whatever. And stay tuned for the next video because you will see what I found in that lower unit. It's pretty interesting. Maybe you can help me figure out what happened to it. But anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.